Next project. It's a collage project. It's based on a process by an Italian painter, but and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. His name is Giuseppe Arcimboldo. Um, but essentially, what it's a portrait made out of other objects. So you can see this weird fruit guy here. Giuseppe kind of developed this technique where he was painting objects, but he arranged them in a way that it made faces. So that's why, or that's from where this project derives. And my tip for you is to use objects like this person has used emojis really well. Is pick something that you can pick several different things, but you want to make sure that you can still tell it's a distinct object. So even though this person used circles and they used small circles and big circles, it still had this outline, so you could still tell it was a distinct circle or like an emoji circle. And likewise with the hands here, you can still tell that these are individual emojis, and even like the pigs and the hearts and all that stuff. So they're single color or monochromatic or subdued color range, but you can still tell that it's a distinct object. That's going to help you with your project. The things that we're going to go over are learn how to download PNG files on the iPad. It's a little tricky, but it can be done. Trim away or mask out parts of the photograph or the image source that you don't need. So like if you download something that looks like a emoji, but you have to cut it out, there are several ways to cut it out. I'll show you those. Think critically about shapes and objects, using them as marks to make an image, so like the image above. Also using Photoshop well. So you're gonna be grouping objects. So you might draw this line of ghosts, and then you might merge this line, and then you can have this line, instead of redrawing the 10 ghosts individually, you're going to draw the 10 ghosts, make a line, you'll merge those objects, and then you'll have a line of ghosts to draw with, which you can scale up or scale down. So managing multiple files, putting files in folders, things like that. I would encourage you to look over these things, some of the tools we'll use, the goals of the project, and some tips to help you do well. And then also, before you turn it in or getting started, there's a specific size for this project. So you'll create the document and then import all of your image resources into that document. You won't find the photo and then open the photo and then import your stuff in. You're going to create the document and do it that way. I go through some of that in these videos here, but this video will be on top of these two videos. So this will be Collage 00. But yeah, there's some links to student work. That's really great, and then there's also some famous collage artists, which I really like. You might want to look at those. Those are great. Chuck Close, not really collage, but he does use pixels and little pieces to create a larger image. Big high school art project thing. And then we'll also talk a little bit about faces and people that can't recognize faces later in this project.